Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading for all signs. Please use this reading to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you were guided here. Let's call in our spirit guides. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you want us to know today? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's start with an animal spirit. Let's see what they have for you. Okay. I have a shark, a shark instinct. Okay. Like, you know what? Nobody's going to get away with anything with you. Like, you're going to hunt them down if you have to, just this feeling of, I don't know, I'm tougher than you think, don't play any games with me. So I guess if somebody's out there playing games, they just cross the wrong person. They just, I guess they don't know what they're getting into. Shark infested waters, right? Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have loss. Okay. Boy, I'm going to put this feeling of somebody has lost you, and I feel like they lost you for good reason. And maybe they're feeling that you're the one that got away, or things could have been different. Things could have been easier, or what have I done energy. But I feel like you're defending yourself. I feel like you're not opening that door, but there could be somebody out there thinking that not a day goes by that I don't think of you energy. But a little bit of they did it to themselves as well. I'm optimistic about my future. And look at you, arms wide open. I am ready to receive. So no matter where you are, at whatever stage you're in right now, if you have gone through something, you're still struggling, you're still trying to get over something, you have this incredible light within you. And this light is shining, and it is saying, I'm just going to say ready to receive. And that's really what it comes into. It comes down to, I'm ready to begin again, or I'm not. Okay. And I feel right now, I'm feeling like, yeah, arms wide open, bring it on, bring it to me. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. I have a 6 of Swords. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to move on, or I am moving on. 5 of Wands. I have a 5 of Swords. And I have an 8 of Cups. These are all moving on energies. These are all, the battle is over. I'm no longer going to fight my past. I'm no longer going to worry about what anybody else is thinking or feeling. Like, they're not part of my concern anymore. I'm not going to let anybody consume my mind anymore. So this is a lot of, I want to say, working through the pain, working through the shadows, and just overcoming. I feel like I had to go through this. It was like the walk of life, like, here I am. Spirit, please share with me. I made a decision. That's how this ace is coming into me. I made a decision to put myself first, and my life changed. That is how I feel. I feel that I know that I'm going to just make the life that I deserve. 9 of Cups. If somebody else isn't going to make me happy, I'm going to make myself happy. 9 of Pentacles. That is a lot of growth there. And a Queen of Pentacles. I can see you growing. I can see you becoming more and more stable emotionally, financially. But this is definitely a feeling of, I made up my mind to put myself first. And sometimes that's all it takes. You just kind of regain that confidence. And the energy flows from you, and people see that confidence in you. They see that that strength in you that, you know, you're not going to settle for anything less. You're not going to be swimming in the water with sharks. Like that's not, that is not going to be you. You're smarter than that. I have a 2 of Wands. I have a 7 of Swords. I have an 8 of Swords. And I have a 6 of Cups. So there's this feeling of nothing can hold me back. I'm not going to let somebody else's lies hold me back. So right now, I feel like you have been battling with the past. And it could be somebody who's still trying to be in your energy for some of you, not all of you, or it could just be old thoughts, you know, that just pop into your head. But I feel like you have been trying your best to just put this out of your head, move on, make up your mind to put yourself first. And this is kind of the reward. The reward is that heading ahead, seeing a future for yourself. I like this reflection of the 6 of Cups. It's almost like, you know, my true soulmate or my true twin comes in. But I feel that I've always felt that I deserved more with that 6 of Cups. I've always wanted more. And I do feel like Spirit's trying to bring you that. I feel that Spirit knows that. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to bring you right now. Spirit, please share with me. Definitely strength. I have a Hierophant. And I have a 7 of Pentacles. I feel like these are all chakras in alignment. You've done the work. You becoming a spiritual goddess is how I feel. You have, I'm just going to say goddess. Because you've done that work, you are attracting exactly what it is that Spirit has for you. And maybe you weren't ready before, but you're ready now. And let's see where they're taking you. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. I feel like that's what we battled. You battled somebody who just wasn't being open and honest with their feelings. And you either walked away from it and said, I'm not doing this. I deserve more. I'm starting over. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. I want a relationship that has a sense of calm and peace. And I feel like that's what Spirit's bringing you today is this person it's comfortable to be with this person. Boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries, protect them. I want somebody who respects me. I want somebody who respects my time. I want somebody who allows me to work on the things that are important to me and not interfere with them, my hopes, my dreams, my ambitions, that they respect my time with my family or my kids, that those are sacred times. So boundaries are huge. Time to celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those that matter most. So I have a celebration in the works. That came into me as an introduction, not so much that you are being introduced to this person, because I feel like you've already met this person by the time this happens. It was you bringing this person to an event, family and occasion, wedding, something, and you walking around with this new person and introducing them to everybody. And it felt good. It was like, this is my new person. And, you know, and that person's interacting with all of your family and your friends. And it's kind of fun to see that person in your world. So I guess it's more of a forecast if you haven't met your person yet, but it was being able to share an experience with somebody. And it's nice to have them, see them interact with people that you've known forever, if that makes sense. I have a wish. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. I want you to make that wish. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to inhale, exhale, make a wish. I have illusions. Beware of love's illusions and see reality clearly. I feel like you know that when they said to me that you have made up your mind to put yourself first. I think you see people at this stage in your life for who they are and what they have to offer, or what they don't have to offer. So I don't think you're struggling with that. I feel like you're just struggling with meeting the right one. And I have heartbreak. Heartbreak is part of the human experience, and it will pass. I'm going to go with this energy of this moving forward, because that felt like it's sooner than you know. Spirit just said it's like almost around the corner that I'm going to be introducing everybody to my person, or vice versa. They're introducing me to their family, their friends. It's obvious that we're a couple. It's obvious that we're together, that we're dating, and that we are, happy to be together. And everybody's genuinely happy to meet you. So that feels really nice. I also feel that anybody who's willing to kind of walk around a room with you and be proud of you and introduce you as somebody who's already mature enough to accept that this is a relationship and they have nothing to hide. In fact, it's the exact opposite. I can't wait to show you off is how it came in. I have a King of Cups. This person's starting to have real feelings. I have a Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Pentacles. So there's a sense of, I definitely am starting to have real feelings for you. And whether they're saying it out loud, I feel that they're already wondering, are you the one? Is this the person I'm going to be with? Is this the person I'm going to stay with? And I do feel like they're thinking ahead. I will say that they're already starting to project ahead and wondering, is this going to go somewhere? I like the kind of giving energy. I also feel like you have a very generous soul, Spirit just said. And they could be generous in a lot of ways. They could be generous in the time that they spend with you. They could be generous in what they do for you, but they could also be very generous financially without you asking. Maybe you need a little bit of help. Maybe they can see that you could be struggling in an area and they want to help, and they just step forward and they help because they can help. And because we're a partnership, or we're there for each other. And that's what people who are in a relationship do. So this person is very, very giving, very generous. I'm going to say it that way. And maybe that surprises you. You're not used to somebody who actually is going to be there for you or help you. Certainly not financially. Like, that could be your biggest surprise. And it doesn't mean that you need somebody to pay your bills. It could be that some big expense came along and they say, you know what, let me just help you. And if you want to pay me back over a longer period of time, you could do that. But they are in a position to help you. And I feel like they're very, very generous. I have a Nine of Wands. I have a Six of Cups. I have a Four of Cups. And I have a Queen of Cups. I have a feeling that this person has waited a long time for somebody like you. I feel like they've struggled with finding the right one, or finding somebody that had true feelings or had good intentions. They could have a lot of stories about feeling used or let down by other people. They could have some experiences of, I date somebody once or twice, and then I never hear from them again. I never see them again. It goes nowhere. So I feel like they've struggled with finding somebody who not only do they care about, but that cares about them. And that's probably why they're so generous. is that they see that you have this caring, loving heart, and they don't want to see you struggle. Okay, you're what they've been waiting for. You're what they have been looking for. I have an Empress at the bottom of my deck, a 9 of Pentacles. So how can I make you feel more secure in your life? Because you're bringing into my life this loving, nurturing, caring, feminine, divine feminine energy. So I'm getting out of it a lot. And you have to remember that it's not, you're bringing energy into their life also. Okay. So yeah, they're generous, but what are they receiving? I mean, look at this. I mean, if you have this loving, beautiful, kind heart, and if this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine is receiving this gorgeous Queen of Cups and Empress energy, they're getting a lot out of this connection. They're being loved. And maybe that's something that they've been waiting for. Maybe that's something they've been searching for a long time. They just want to be loved. I don't care who you are. People want to be loved. They want to feel loved. And if that's what you're bringing to this connection, then it's almost a feeling of they'll do anything for you. So I do feel like you've got some really beautiful, genuine, generous energy today. Gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? Prosperity. You steadily build your wealth for the future. So this person could be very stable. This person could, between the two of you, you could have a beautiful lifestyle. You can make each other's lives a little bit easier. Two heads, two hands, working towards the same goal definitely brings abundance, more abundance into your lives. So you could start to feel that abundance flowing just because there's two of you. Ascension. You rise to the highest spiritual pinnacle. I can feel myself rising. As I'm loving you, I can feel this ascension. I can feel this ascension to love. I can feel my higher self being more connected. I can feel the abundance flowing into me. So, like all good things for those who wait is how I feel. Gorgeous. Of course, divine timing. Everything comes to you in perfect timing. So if this hasn't come into your life, of course, Spirit's just letting you know that we are in control. I have strength. The power of your bond holds you together. We're both strong. We're both here for each other. I think that nothing can hold me back. I felt that intuitively. I feel that our bond is stronger than we both know. So that feels good. And I have a little bit of a mystery. Hidden gifts and other secrets come to light. I don't feel like in a bad way. I feel like the more I get to know you, the more I'm falling for you energy. And I think that that's always nice. I feel like sometimes Spirit wants us to know that, part of life is growing. Part of life is climbing higher spiritually. Things are opening up to us, this kind of mystery of life. Why was this person put in my life? Why was this, why did this connection come into my life? So maybe we're getting some of those answers, but I'm open for a mystery. I don't want to know everything about somebody right from the beginning. I want to peel away that onion and learn more and more about them as time goes on and fall more and more in love with them. How beautiful. Let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, what is it that my person wants me to know today? What is it? Future love messages. What is it that you have for us? You light up my life. They said that right from the beginning. The light within you was shining. So they see something in you that they haven't, seen in anybody else. Like I said, that divine feminine energy, just coming forward and loving them is I think what they were searching for. Now that I see you, everything is different. My life is different. You've changed my life. You've wanted me to change everything in my life. I could be going from a diehard single person to I want to share my life with somebody, to I want to be in a committed relationship. I want to live with somebody. So our lives change when somebody comes into our energy. Let's face it. I want to make love to you. Absolutely. Life is ours and we live it our way. It's up to us. How do we want to live this life? We are the only ones who get to decide. We get to decide what is important to us. Where do we go from here? What do we both want? You make me feel tingling. I'm excited about you. How wonderful life is with you in the world. I'm so happy that you're in my world, I feel. I'm just so happy you've come into my life and let me be your emperor. You know, the person who comes into your life that is very generous. And like I said, it's in a lot of different ways. It's the person who gives you their shirt off their back. So, but I feel like this person is an emperor only because of their, they could be very successful, of course. They could be in a financial position that's in a good financial position, but they also want to build an empire and they want to build something with you. And that's a true emperor, somebody who decides that they want to build something and they want to include you in that world. So look at, I live with you in my dreams. You are wonderful. And are you real? You know, like, is this real? Like, this is just a little bit too good to be true. And it's really because I waited for it. I waited for it. I waited for you. And now that you're here, pinch me, you know, pinch me and tell me that this is real. It's gorgeous. Let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to guide this kind of love to you now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolin.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels. I'll put the links in the description, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel. So thank you, everybody. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.